left to go but up.
What's going on, YouTube? Dannydecks here. We are back with some more LoR content in the new expansion. So today we are going to be playing a little bit of a different take on Galio. I'm calling this deck Unionize. Now, Galio is going to be paired with Jayce. So before I get into the entire deck list and the deck tech, I'm just going to kind of talk about the meta and how I feel about the other champions. Gnar, absolutely busted. He's like, top tier for sure. S tier, easily, maybe even the best champion in the game, if not the best. Galio, in terms of the new cards, I think is better than Yuumi and Udyr. However, I don't think Galio is really that great, and I don't know how many decks he's going to fit in, and I don't know if Udyr or Yuumi are going to fit in any. A lot of times, Yuumi will feel like it's just a 2-mana slow combat trick, or sorry, yeah, a 3-mana 2/2 slow combat trick for Yuumi, and she's not that great. I think I don't think Yumi's all that good. So unfortunately, that kind of sucks. But along with Yuumi came the attach keyword. And there's one card that's really kind of annoying, and it's the Papercraft Dragon. So the Papercraft Dragon is a 5-mana +2/+2 quick or double strike. And at first a lot of people dismissed it and they're like, oh, 5 mana, that's too slow or it's too weak, blah blah blah. And it's really not. The problem with attach is once you've killed the unit it's attached to, it goes back in your hand. So with the Papercraft Dragon, literally every single card becomes a massive threat when you're giving it double strike. Like even a 2/2 turns into a 4/4 double strike. That's insane. And because it goes back into their hand, you can never really remove it. It makes it a very frustrating and annoying ass card to deal with. And it's made a lot of decks basically just OTK cheesy decks with, either Fizz or Riven or the Ruin Runner, Gnar even, Akshan, etc. And it's a little bit frustrating to play against, for real. I don't really like it all that much. It's just kind of lame. So after today's deck, I'm probably just going to play like a deck that I think is going to counter the meta. I don't think the deck with the Papercraft Dragon is all that special. I think it's easily stopped. It's just a lot of people are just trying new stuff, and it really capitalizes on people messing with new stuff. And if you want to play like to beat it, literally you can just play like Shadow Isles Freljord, or like even just Shadow Isles plus P and Z, something like that, and you just shut that deck down. So that's probably what I'm going to be working on next. I don't really care to explore Yuumi or Udyr at all at the moment. They may end up fitting into decks that work for them. I just don't see it. And even when I was playtesting Yuumi, playing her with Pantheon, it felt like it just felt worse. Like, I don't know. You don't really want to play another 3-drop, and it just doesn't really help. Your units in that Faded deck are already massive. You're playing it in an attached deck. It's just raw stats, and raw stats don't do anything. The other attached cards like Quick Quill, Paper Dragon, even the elusive one just seem better. So I think Yuumi is just not that great. And Udyr, I don't really know why they wouldn't give Udyr Quick Attack, but they gave Gnar Quick Attack. Makes no sense, considering, like, Gnar when he flips is just insane. I think they need to remove Quick Attack from Gnar's flipped form, replace it with Tough, make it so that there's a little bit of counterplay, because it's kind of annoying that, like, it's just stupid. It's like he's a 4-mana card that literally kills your strongest unit for free, like every single other turn. It's bonkers. His requirement to flip is like pretty much non-existent. He generates it himself by attacking. He just gets a pokey stick if you haven't already dealt damage to the Nexus. Yeah, Gnar's everywhere. Gnar's super strong. Galio, on the other hand, is kind of middle ground. Galio's not a bad champion, but Galio has serious flaws. So basically, Galio's level up requirement is you need to have 25 total health on the board. Now, 25 total health across only a couple units is very difficult to achieve. So my thoughts were the best way to achieve this is to go wide. And I'm building a somewhat of a resilient go wide deck, and a deck that wants to benefit from it. I tried Galio with Bandle City, and it had mild success. The problem is buffing up a bunch of cards that are like 2 attack or whatever, like a bunch of weak little weenie cards, doesn't really help all that much. So with the Jayce, we're actually looking to buff up a lot of 3 attack units, which is significantly better, and we can generate them through forges, vanguards, and assembly lines. Biggest drawback to Galio, or the formidable keyword in general, is that it's not like let's just compare him to a Frozen Thrall for a second. I know he's not a Frozen Thrall. So a Frozen Thrall is an 8/8. Galio comes down as a pseudo 8/8. He's not really an 8/8 because anytime he takes damage, he loses attack, and all of the formidable keyword units do, which means he can't block quick attack. So let's say Gnar is attacking into your Galio, and Gnar has, he's his 6/5 Mega Gnar form. He hits Galio, Galio goes to 2 HP, and then, hits him for 2 because he's taken the quick attack damage. So quick attack pretty much shuts down this. It's very easy to stop Galio's level. So unlike Asol's level, where Asol, in order to remove power from the board, you need to actually kill the unit. For Galio's level, you can prevent him from leveling really easily because all you need to do is damage the board. So if Galio comes down and he puts your board at like 26, you literally just Mystic Shot a different unit, and then all of a sudden Galio doesn't flip. So it's really easy to stop Galio from flipping. Galio needs constant buffs to really stay alive and be a threat. He's really only a threat the first time he attacks, or maybe the first 2 times he attacks. But the real reason to have Galio is the ability. He buffs your board plus 3 health. And that is a big deal. So we want to take full advantage of Galio being able to come down, buff our whole board, and if they don't answer him and Galio flips, now we all of a sudden have a pretty threatening board that's going to just consistently rally. So that's where I think the strength of Galio really lies, is the ability to make your board more resilient and a potential threat. How good is Galio going to be in the meta? I guess we'll have to see. I don't think very good, quite honestly. I don't think his formidable deck is very good either. It suffers from the problems I said, where basically, yes, you can buff HP, and HP is easier to buff, sort of, but you can also just buff attack. And every single time that those units get, any sort of value, they're not really getting that much value because they're just losing their attack stat, and they whittle themselves down by attacking. It's almost like, fighting into formidable, you're eroding them. So I opted to not go into the Demacia side of things because I just felt like there's not enough going on, and you need removal in the meta because of Gnar. Gnar is absolutely busted. He's so annoying to deal with. Need to have removal, so I chose to go into PNZ. PNZ gives us removal, and it also is going to give us the ability to go wide enough that we can level up our Galio and take full advantage of him. So, the deck. Basically, a lot of these cards are here for a very legitimate reason. In one of my matches, I was running Purifies, 2-mana silence a unit. Now, I was running Purify to deal with the Ruined Runner. The problem is, we're just so bad against that deck that it didn't help, and this is often a dead card against other matchups. And if they decide they want to buff a champion as opposed to the Ruined Runner, this does absolutely nothing. So I cut Ruined Runner, or I cut Purifies, but you can add them back if you feel like you want the silence. It's definitely possible. So anyways, Thermo Beam. Thermo Beam is here just to deal with, pretty much anything. It's good because it kills Gnar, and it kills the Tiny Dactyl if you want. It really kills anything. Thermo Beam is just a very good catch-all. Forge Chief, there is a lot of aggressive decks going around, so you want to have some sort of 1-drop. Forge Chief is the ideal 1-drop for this deck. We would ideally like to be able to play a 6-mana spell on 3 if we can. So Forge Chief oftentimes will refund itself, letting you essentially bank mana while putting a unit on the board, and helps against aggro. Pharaoh's Financier, he's going to get us some 6-mana spells, and he's also going to be a body if we need to play in the early game against something like Lurk or an aggro deck. Mystic Shot, general removal, we need to kill stuff, and Mystic Shot's just good. We are playing the new Petricite Broadwing, so this card is very good. Now, it usually only trades one time favorably, and then the other time it just ends up sitting on the board as like a 0/1 or something. You can buff it with Sharp Sight or a different buff spell, but for the most part, you're using this to kill priority targets. This thing kills Akshan, this thing kills Gnar, this thing can kill Ruined Runner. It just, use it wisely and at the right time. It's just a very good challenger unit for 2 mana. I just kind of look at this as a very good way to remove stuff. So it also deals with Fizz as well. And that's how I see it. If you get, 2 trades out of this, you're happy. Like, you can trade this into a 2/2 and then kill a 2/1, and it's done more than enough of its job. 3 copies of Sharp Sight. So Sharp Sight's going to let us deal with any elusive cheese. It's going to let us buff our units to make favorable trades. Sharp Sight's just a solid card. It also will act as a pseudo health buff for our Broadwing and our Galio. Forge of Tomorrow. As I said, we are looking to unionize our forge workers, so this is going to generate us a forge worker, and it's also going to give us the forge. Essentially, this card in our deck it's a 3 mana, create a 3/3 that has the upside of giving you back your mana investment later. Vanguard Sergeant. This card is actually really, really, really good. So yeah, he generates us a 6-cost spell. That's great for Jayce. The idea is we want to make a wide board, so the 4 Demacia that it generates is going to double down. It's going to progress Jayce's level. It's going to buff our stuff, so it's going to make Galio more threatening or everything else more threatening. And it just makes us have positive trades. So, not to mention he is on a very well-statted body. So, Vanguard Sergeant works perfectly in this deck. Love to have him. Running 2 copies of Aftershock. Aftershock kills Gnar, kills Dannydecks, kills a whole bunch of other stuff, kills Bandle Tree, which is very important, and can sometimes just close out the game if you just want to burn something. So this is just typical removal with landmark removal and a way to deal with Gnar, or an extra way to deal with Gnar. You could consider cutting this depending on how the meta shapes up, but at the moment I actually kind of like Aftershock. I don't know if I would add a 3rd because it is an inefficient and slow speed card. However, it does get the job done. Running 2 copies of Aloof Travelers. I would almost want to run a 3rd copy. I just don't really have room to add it. Aloof Travelers is amazing in the current meta. So the decks that are running, like, this just hits so many threats. The Concurrent Timelines deck, this is going to hit the Buried in Ice, which is a big part of their combo, or will hit Pillar or the other 8-drop, the It That Wanders or She That Stares, whatever it's called. So this is going to hit all of those in that deck. Against Bandle Tree, it's going to hit their Bandle Tree. A lot of times it will hit Minimorph occasionally, but it will still threaten to hit Bandle Tree. This is going to hit Ruined Runner. It's going to hit Paper Dragon in the combo deck. Against aggro, this is going to hit Decimate, and if they don't have Decimated hand, that means it's going to hit their Dannydecks or their Gnars. Against the Swain Gnar deck, this is almost always going to hit the Swain ship. If not, it will hit a Swain itself or a Minimorph. Just tons of great cards in the meta for Aloof to hit. The only problem is, against the more aggressive decks, a 4-mana 2/3, it just isn't quite there, especially if you're behind on the board. So I couldn't really run 3 copies, although I really want to. So yeah, that's where we're at with Aloof. It also draws this card. Jayce. Jayce is pretty straightforward. Everyone should know Jayce by now. He's just a very solid unit. He's a good quick attack or challenger. Most of the time you're going to want to play him as challenger and remove some key stuff. Hopefully get some 2-for-1s. And if Jayce levels up, then he just kind of takes over the game as long as he sits on the board. With a wide board mixed with Jayce's acceleration gate, things get nutty and he just closes out the game. Not to mention, as I said, we got the Vanguard Sergeant for Demacia buff. And even if we want to go extra wide, we can Jayce plus Assembly Line and get 4 units. Speaking of Assembly Line, we are running 3 copies of Assembly Line. The whole idea is we want to be able to create a ton of units that have somewhat beefy bodies and they can trade well. There's a lot of small stuff in the meta and the 3/3s really do a good job against them. So you're oftentimes able to trade 2-for-1 with each of these forge workers, and when Galio comes down, he turns them into like 3/6s, and he just levels. It's just very solid. Shock Blast. Shock Blast kills Gnar. Shock Blast kills a whole bunch of stuff. It's just solid removal mixed with Jayce. If Jayce is leveled up, you can use it to close out games. Shock Blast is just a very solid, versatile card. I would like to run 3. I just couldn't find space for it. Galio. We already talked about Galio. Basically, The game plan is Assembly Lines, Vanguard Sergeants, and Forge of Tomorrows. We're going to generate a board that is somewhat thick, throw Galio down, make that shit super thick, and all of a sudden they need to really do something about it, because if Galio comes down and buffs a whole board, you threaten to level him up instantly and rally, and then you're just going to close out the game. Running 1 copy of Progress Day. So Progress Day you can remove. I just found this deck did run out of steam a little bit when games got drawn out. So having the ability to randomly just hit a Progress Day and you know, get that extra gas you need to close out the game is huge. That's really it. I think, honestly, if you want to climb in the current meta, the best bet is to play probably Freljord mixed with Shadow Isles or Shadow Isles mixed with P and Z. Could even make an argument for some sort of Ionia deck. I just think that a lot of people are playing new cards, so I'm probably going to make a deck that is very, very competitive next, and I'm just going to use it to abuse the current meta. I think there's a lot of weaknesses the current meta has that are easily exploited. It's just everyone wants to play new cards, so I wanted to make a video featuring Galio. I thought Galio was cool. But I just ultimately don't think he's that strong. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let's get into the games. Okay, Mono Fizz. I'm assuming this is some sort of attach shenanigans, which is very scary. Probably like a mobilize Fizz, honestly. We'll have to see. I mean, Purify sort of helps, but it really doesn't. I'll probably just keep everything anyways. What are the odds he attaches to not Fizz? Probably pretty low, so we'll keep this hand. We can threaten Fizz with the Broadwing, and we have a Sharp Sight to back it up. And if he plays Fizz on 1, I'll just Thermo. So we're looking okay, I think. Pass. Oh!
Watch my technique.
Create a Cloud Stance. What the hell does this do? Recall. Okay. Costs 1 mana burst speed. That's actually not bad, because that's going to give Fizz protection against spells. Pretty interesting. I'm okay with that, actually. No big deal. So we can still play Broadwing and Sharp Sight if we want to, if he plays a Fizz. No Fizz, which means maybe just Forge, honestly. Probably just Forge. If he plays anything else, I can just Thermo this. Thermo's probably pretty dead in this matchup, if he's playing for the Fizz win con. Any real targeted removal on Fizz is going to be not very good. So, okay. I'll Thermo it after he pulls, I suppose. He's going to take 3 here. Very interesting deck my opponent has. So I don't know how I want to play this. I kind of want to save the Broadwing for the Fizz, because I need a way to threaten Fizz. So I'll probably just open attack here. There's no point putting down a second Forge quite yet. Yeah, I'm down with this.
Watch out!
We go. Find a path.
Alright. So he is going to be playing Scout Attach. I'm like almost positive at this point. Alright, Pharos is nice. Okay. There it is. So what is he field promoting? The Fizz, yeah, okay. I mean, so Fizz, yeah, this works. And this is actually good.
If it's a people problem.
Okay, cool. So we can kill this Fizz. He plays Quick Quill. That's going to put Fizz at not enough. I'm down with this. We'll play the Broadwing, and we'll threaten his Fizz right now. But first, we'll play this. Get some value out of our Forge. The question is, do I want to threaten Fizz first with a Mystic Shot? And I don't think I do. I think I just want to use the Broadwing. Golden Aegis. Well, we're kind of hoping that he doesn't have a burst speed spell or a fast speed spell, but I do have to go for this.
One jump ahead of you.
And I'm actually okay with that. It's fine. We're still going to kill his Fizz here. So I'm going to pull it, because this way I can still kill it with Sharp Sight. Alright, excellent. Got him. And that's like his whole deck, basically. I don't know if he's going to have another Fizz and Mobilize, or well, not Mobilize. Damn, what the hell is that card called?
Light the dark.
It's a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Alright, so he's looking for more phase. He's kind of out of juice. I'm a little bit out of juice, but not quite as much as he is. I'm down to trade a unit on this board.
If I were a magician,
Yeah,
where
it's a
would I
little
go?
bit annoying, but it's still fine. He got that from the Sprout. This is good. I think I go for this, actually. This is probably the way to go. Force him to do something. Opponent surrendered. Got him. Alright. That was good. We identified his win condition and what he was going for, and we made sure to be patient enough to deal with it. And once you dealt with it, it's over. Okay, we're facing Darkness. I actually think Darkness will probably be pretty good in the meta, to be quite honest. Darkness is probably pretty darn good. Yes, GG to you too, my friend. Yeah, I'm thinking Darkness would actually really do well. Now, I don't know that I want to play this, but I suppose I can.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
So, how do I want to deal with Catalyzer?
Watch your
I guess we'll
back.
just attack in and try to get our mana. It's probably not going to work. He's going to get Mystic Shotted. Okay, you know, or not Mystic Shotted. I was thinking Vile Feast, so Poke Stick is actually okay with me. We'll pass. Thermo's huge. Could play Jayce if I pass. If I pass, I can play Jayce and threaten his Vigor and then force him to pass. Problem is, he can then play Robe Maker, Stilted Robe Maker, and that makes my Jayce shitty. So this is probably better. And I'll just have to Thermo as Catalyzer, maybe? Or maybe I just trade with it. No? Okay, this works. So we'll just go Broadwing first.
Come,
So
come.
there's the Robe
It's
Maker.
Showtime.
Question is, do I kill Robe Maker? I could. Very well kill Robe Maker. Yeah. I think I'm okay killing the Rope Maker, actually. I think this works. Darkness is always a little tricky. You gotta make sure you can kill their champions, because they're both extremely dangerous. Fortunately, none of his stuff is buffed yet. So his Darkness isn't very effective. So second Rope Maker. Okay. I'm just gonna go wide as hell then, and we'll just rush him down. The box. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Whatever. Fine. We're gonna Thermo this. And we're gonna pray he doesn't have a second box. Because at this point I've basically lost. I haven't lost, but it's looking like it because I have no good answer to any of his champions. And if he has a second box here, that's all my cards and I'm dead. Don't have it, dude. Yeah, so he doesn't have it. That works. Alright. Get in for 9. 9 is nice. And I'll most likely just take whatever punishment he's going to dish out. Try to play a Jayce plus gate.
Big head, big brain.
Yeah, sure. I'll probably just silence this. I don't want his darkness dealing 3. 3 is kind of a magic number for him.
Behold brilliance!
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think Jayce is still worth it, even though he's probably gonna get mini-morphed or something. Getting the gate will prove useful. It'll let me trade up into everything. And all I need to do is get 5 more damage in. But that's not true. He's gonna have a ton of healing. Okay. I knew that's what he was up to. I knew he wanted to darkness. And that's why he was trying to buff it. This is good. He's gonna let me double gate. Oh god, how greedy do I go? Oh, I don't think I can go that greedy. I think I need to just play this now. Because if I go extra greedy with the Vanguard, then I'm, like, susceptible to way more bad stuff. Give me a spell shield, please. Ah, that's not bad. At least I got 1 spell shield. Triple Challenger, though. That's pretty good. Means he can't really Ruinate easily. I mean, technically he can still Group Shot, Pokey Stick, or Vile Feast and then Ruinate, and he can do those together. But he can't just Ruinate. I mean, he's got a bunch of other options, obviously. Okay.
Bring me your darkness.
I mean, there's no need to pull anything, I don't think. I think we really just want to smack, see what he does. He's gonna do the blocks anyways. And if he decides he wants to be greedy and let even 1 through, then he's in trouble. I don't think I play Sergeant. Not while he has Ruination mana up. Galio is huge. Yes. There's the Ruination. Okay, so yeah. That's what I thought. Glad I didn't develop last turn.
Soldiers, to me.
So I think I'm going to play Reggie into Galio. This is actually pretty okay. It's a big beefy unit. So
It's an awesome day for
okay with this.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
Sure. Go Galio.
Count me in.
And I'm going to silence this. I'm really just kind of waiting. On Galio. Yep. Makes sense.
Make the darkness your own.
Show them our metal.
So now we go in. He goes for Mini-Morph on Galio. Sure.
Steady as life and death.
We silence this card. And hopefully we'll be able to get him with the Aftershock. It's unlikely. I mean, he's most likely going to have, like, Withering Wail. Or, I guess really Withering Wail or Double Vile Feast would be the way he would get out of this. But we'll have to try.
Anything can be
second
scattered
Extali,
with elements, even
so
us.
we're basically putting him on. Do you have Withering Wail or Double Vile Feast? He doesn't. Got him. GG. Woo! Nice. Alright, so we're up against Bandle Tree. We need our Aftershock ASAP, and hopefully we get there. So, no Aftershock. This is all actually pretty good, though. I guess I can wait on Aftershock. I don't need it, so I'll hold on to this. And I'll just hope that I draw Aftershock when I need it. It's kind of how I have to do this. I can't just lose on the board. Now, he very well may have group shot.
Progress happen. Watch your
Nope,
backs.
maybe not. Yeah, he does, okay. And I'm okay with this. I mean, that's just one less card he's got in his hand. Pings are very important for this deck. Or for the Bandle Tree deck, because he needs them to activate his flocks. Okay, Spooter of the House. And yeah, I think I'm still gonna just trade down the board.
They've never seen a contraption
Alright,
like
Bomber
this
Twins.
before.
Which is a little bit sad because that means I have to trade my wing thingy for it. But that's still okay. So he's played 3 regions thus far. 4 regions, actually. Okay, another Broadwing's nice. Do I just Thermo this? No, I have to save Thermo for Gnar. Unfortunately, I have to. So I'm gonna just play
Requires
Broadwing.
my largest official act.
Okay, so he's at 5 regions now. Aloof is amazing. Good draw.
Look,
Hopefully I
okay.
hit
Elf, that's not
tree. Hit a
ours.
tree. Hit a Minimorph. Okay, I mean that's not too bad. Minimorph's not too bad either. So he got that off Mayor. 6 regions now.
Yeah.
And I'll likely just Sharp Sight. It's probably better to Sharp Sight. No, it's not. It's not. Because this will die to Flock if I Sharp Sight it. So we want to play around the Flock here.
Isn't that time?
Yeah, so he's at 6 different regions at the moment. Second Mayor. Okay.
From all the regions, we are one.
7 different regions. He's getting there, man. He is getting there. Holy cow. Okay, second Galio's not terrible.
We
8
made
different
it.
regions.
Yay. But our stuff didn't.
I can't play these. I have to hold on to them. I need to kill his tree. 9 different regions. Oh my god. He's done. He's one off his tree now. And he's got a great attack. If I play Galio, I can't kill his tree, so I can't even play Galio. Well, you know what? If he plays tree, he has to also have the ability.
Majestic, like my moustache with bark.
So we might as well pull this. Pulling Mayor doesn't matter. Okay, this works. Alright. So unless he has, what is it, Demacia? Yeah, he needs Demacia still, and he's unlikely he's running the 3-mana Demacia card, which would let Mayor play it. So he's got to get a Demacia card this turn. Galio's not even close, but it is what it is. I could have killed Mayor, but it doesn't matter. So we have the answer to 2 trees. Alright, there's a scout. There's a dead tree. That's a little bit annoying. I honestly have to just double Mystic Shot this Gnar. I don't really want him getting value. It seems a little bit weird, but it has to be. And I'm down to trade off my Galio.
To battle.
I want to play another Galio. I want to replay him. So he is attacking in.
I can take it.
Go away.
I could just take the 2. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I want to replay Galio next turn. So having a 1 health Galio doesn't really help me at all. Flock, sure. that's a nice card. Good old Reggie. This is actually probably better. I want to get multiple units out. Could alternatively play back-to-back. Is back-to-back going to help me, though? Not really. I think I need to get
If it's a people problem,
units on the board.
I'm your man.
So, this has got to be better than Galio right now. And this still lets me keep up mana for Aftershock for his next tree. That's annoying. Has he dealt damage this turn? Oh god, I freaking hate Gnar. I love playing Gnar, but I hate playing against Gnar. Playing against Gnar is miserable. Second Reggie, that's good. I mean, he's gonna pokey stick my face, right? I have to just take the Gnar hit. Alright, well, we're gonna get our Galio leveled, hopefully. That's the plan. Remembrance can be good. Could also play Unyielding. Unyielding, he has... Oh, no, he has many more.
I help when I can. Shut up
Alright.
when I can.
And now we got a big-ass Galio turn, so...
Count me in.
It's gonna be hard for him to stop this now. Okay, so Pokey Stick into Minimorph. Alright. So that's his second Minimorph. Alright, sure, buddy. Do your thing. Second
It's
tree.
majestic, like my
Well,
moustache.
question is, does he have a third tree? If he has a third tree, I just lose, right? There's nothing I can do. Okay, so he's probably Scorched Earthing my Galio now. Double Flock? Buster Shot Flock, okay. That's his whole hand, though. And my board is big, and he's got nothing, so... He is going to get a Gnar. Like, his Gnar is going to flip, which is annoying. It's really not the end of the world. I would love a Vanguard Sergeant or a Jayce. A Shock Blast, that's actually amazing. The Shock Blast is good, we're going with it. I think we jam everything here. And then we can Shock Blast down his Gnar.
Shall we bully off?
I don't see the point of keeping Mayor alive. Like, he's got 10 mana, dude. Mayor does absolutely nothing, so that's a very weird card to keep alive. But I'm not complaining. We'll just kill it anyways. Oh, shit. Maybe I should... Nah, this is right. I want to get Gnar away. I want to get rid of Gnar. Gnar's annoying. And now I just hope he doesn't draw his last tree, right? That's really what this is going to come down to. I've whittled him down. As long as he doesn't have last tree. And I always just play this out, even if I get the card that has lifesteal. Nope, we get Dragon. Dragon's dope. Oh yeah, we have a great open attack here. Sorry, Forge Chief can't play yet.
Really?
It's at 2. Which is a little bit unfortunate. We need to draw a Mystic Shot, hopefully, before he draws.
Without some danger.
Let's get to work.
Poppy does nothing. I'm not afraid of Poppy. I just can't let him get a tree. As long as he doesn't hit a third tree before we kill him. Fuck! Damn! Oh, this game. Alright, whatever. Pretty lucky. I mean, I had way more draws that win me the game than he did there. So... that's just how it goes. Well, GG, he got us. Alright, so this is going to be like the Fae stuff. Basically swarmed board with 1-cost cards that are just annoying. Not the Fae, what are they called? The 2-1, the Owl Cats. This is like an Owl Cat Tristana deck. I'm not too worried about that. That's not worth the Thermo. I have to save Thermo for, like, Tristana. Pass. I'm actually down to pass again. I want him to play the 1-2.
This mama is a beast mama.
Cool. Perfecto. Because he never plays that if I don't pass first. And if he just wants to pass and have the board with a 1/1. I don't care because I can play this.
Lead the way.
How much do I care about this card? I really don't care about that card. That's kind of a bait. That's like a thermal beam bait. Not worth it. Not gonna fall for it. So I definitely want to play Aloof next turn. I don't think he attacks here. Yeah. So let's go with Aloof first.
We made it.
Hopefully we hit
Yay,
something
but our
nice.
stuff didn't.
Hit his Aloof. Not bad. I mean, he would have been able to stop our Galio. Yeah, okay, so this is what we want to kill. And I'm down to attack with this guy too. Sharp sights it. Alright. A little bit annoying because I know how much we really need to deal with this card, because now he's going to get all his Owl Cats to 3 damage, which is going to be able to stop all of our Forge Workers and stuff. He is running his hand size down quite a bit, though. So as much as I kind of... Oh, no. Or do I care about that? I don't think I do. I think I still want to just go wide. Yeah, I don't care.
Let's make tomorrow today.
I can deal with that another time. And I also don't want him putting it on the Owlcat. I don't know why he wouldn't put it on Owlcat, honestly. Makes no sense. I'm just gonna take good blocks. Sure.
You will not prevail.
+3/+3. Oh, so he got that from the create a random Fae. Okay, well, you know, that's how it goes. Must be nice. This is probably pretty good. Not really. Honestly, none of these are good. This could be good. No.
I help when I can.
We'll take
Shut
Progress
up when I
Day.
can.
So we'll actually probably want to play for Demacia this turn. Probably the way to go. And then... Oh, he surrendered. Okay. I guess he just had bad draws. He knew what was up. Fell behind in card advantage. Got him. Okay, Lurk. I've been seeing a lot of Lurk. I'm not sure what the resurface of Lurk is about. Maybe people are just trying really hard to climb the Masters now that they're over this new stuff. Maybe it counters stuff. I don't really know. Not too sure why so much Lurk is going on, but there is a lot of Lurk happening. At least for me. I mean, maybe not everyone has the same experience I do, but
Get to work.
I'm seeing just a ton of Lurk.
Not on my work site, bub. Let's go, people.
I actually play the Broadwing. This way, if he wants to play Fish, my Broadwing trades and lives. And if he doesn't play Fish, I can threaten any of his
Go get
cards.
a tiny devil.
So, just like that. And boom.
It's a trap.
You can play another 1-drop, that's fine. Alright, I mean, it's mildly annoying, but that's okay. I could just take the hit from that if that's what he wants to do. Remembrance will be good.
It's an awesome
This
day
could
for
be really good.
progress.
I just take this hit. And I want to Aloof next turn. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I play this
A
instead.
Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes.
Damn. If I had waited and played Aloof, but I wouldn't have waited, so it doesn't really matter. That's kind of relevant. See if he attacks in. I'm assuming he's going to develop whatever he predicted to the top, and that's when I can Shock Blast him. So I'm just kind of waiting so that I can Shock Blast. All part of the plan. All right. These two are most dangerous, but not really. Because this dies to Mystic Shot, so... this works better. Now he can pike here, I guess. So he did have a pike. Alright. There's not much I can do about that. I can still kill pike next turn anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Alright. I wonder if that's a Rek'Sai, because I think that card was in his opening hand. Pike at 8. I'm gonna Mystic Shot this. It actually puts Pike at potentially 10. Yep, puts Pike at 10. Okay, so we're gonna have to Aftershock the Pike. Just because we can't leave Pike on the board, obviously. Pike is kind of a pain in the butt. This could be good. Not really. Going wide is always better, so I'm gonna do this.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man.
Okay. Downside here is he's most likely going to play Rek'Sai next turn and blow us out. Can't really do anything about that. If he develops anything other than Rek'Sai, we can maybe get him with Aloof, though. So he's got to play his Rek'Sai first. Oh, he didn't even do that. Huh. How do I want to do this then? I mean, I can just do that next turn, so we'll do this.
Look, a thing.
L, that's not ours.
Rek'Sai? Damn! I wanted to hit his Rek'Sai so bad there.
Watch your toes. Come on.
Just kill me.
It feels really bad, though. Like, I totally lose the board, but it is what it is. I can play Remembrance, at least.
Hold on.
See you never.
Yeah, that's not a terrible card. Probably have to play Reinforcements. This isn't even an elite. It's a dragon. Galio could be good, though. Galio puts that at 8, so I actually think Galio is good.
Come on, then. Let's get to fighting.
Sure.
Justice.
He just takes that on the mouth. That's a big hit to take. Holy crap, man. How many of those do you have? Okay, so now I'm dead, right? Because he's definitely going to play Rek'Sai, and he's going to buff the crap out of his board. Unless I Thermo his Rek'Sai, actually. So, Rek'Sai has 6 health? 6 health. Which means I can actually play this.
Discipline and steel.
And now he's going to play his Waking Sands, I'm assuming. Okay, there's the Rek'Sai. So we do survive. He's got 0 cards. We are going to lose all of our units, though. Yep, Waking Sands. But we do refill a bit with Reinforcements, so this is going to be tight. Definitely still winnable, I think. I'm pretty sure we survive here. Maybe not. We might actually just be dead. We'll see. So, like, Lurk is a weird one. It's like you just gotta, like, weather this storm, and then once you've weathered the storm,
I'm made
good
of
to go.
Petricite, not patience.
Okay, so... I mean... Gotta be block, block. Am I dead? Block, block, go to 5. And all he has is 1 unit. Yeah, I'm down with this, actually. Going to 5 obviously sucks, but... It's definitely now winnable. I would love to play both of these, but I can't. So I have to just play this. I'll get 2 4/4s. And I swing with these bad boys. See if he blocks. He doesn't block. Okay. What's his last card? Huh. Another Galio's dope. That's a really good draw. Call of the Pack. Okay, so he's just looking for more stuff. He got more gas, basically. So I'm assuming Call of the Pack was his last card.
A battle? Count
So
me
Galio's
in.
going to be huge here, because Galio's going to make us take way less damage. So we block. Oh, this is fearsome. So Galio has to block.
Everything.
We only take 2. All right, this is good. We've stabilized completely now.
My elders. Back to
And
sleep.
unless that's a unit in his hand that he can play, he's dead. He's dead anyways, because he's dead to Aftershock. That's got to be a Pike. Or he has to top deck a Pike. Yeah, not a Pike. A fish.
Come on then.
Alright, so it's really up to does he top deck Pike or not, because if he doesn't top deck Pike, then we got him. This is a pretty crazy game. I actually think I'm stronger than Pike now. I have no idea. Those fish were at 7, so Pike is +7. Puts him at 9. I'm actually not quite out of Pike range.
My steel.
Doesn't matter. We gotta hope he doesn't have Pike. Okay, got him. It's a very tight game. Very tight game. Lurk is like that. Okay, I'm assuming this is an aggro list since he's running Darius. Darius is an aggro card. Gonna be looking for early game. That's some early game actually. This could be good. I might hold on to it, but I don't have much protection. So I have to drop it, and I have to drop this. So we'll go with this. Okay, that's better. Galio not so much, but this is fine.
Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen. Coming through. Let's go, people.
Alright, that's what I like to see. He's got nothing going on.
Fight or die.
Do I want to just wait? No.
Come on, people.
I'll probably just Mystic Shot this.
Leave nothing standing.
Do I Mystic Shot it? I don't think I do. I think I actually just trade.
Keep it up.
Could have Mystic Shotted it, but nah. I'm down to play Reggie instead. I was thinking about passing, but passing's probably not the best. True Shot Barrage could help. I have a ton of removal now, so that's good news. And we'll swing in, and I'll throw Mystic Shot out if he blocks. Sure. I just want to take advantage of getting maximum mana.
Let's go, people.
So, now we get to bank the full 3 mana. I probably just True Shot if he plays Gnar. Oh. Whoa, that's random. Okay, so no True Shot. We'll just do this. And then we can trade into it. And it does suck. We are still taking damage. He's slowly whittling us down. He's playing Overwhelm, then, is what this looks like. This is good. Let's attack first and see what he does. Not sure if he wants to take that block. Alright, I'm down with this. I thought he was going to do something like that. Pretty much what I kind of expected of him. And I'm good with that. Jayce is nice. Do I just play Jayce then? I true shot. Doesn't really matter what I do. And he's gonna get a Fallen Reckoner. Damn, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. I can't really afford to take that much damage, can I? We'll have to go this route. So I am going to take the full 5. Sucks. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Could play Galio now. No, I definitely want to play this. I can play Jayce plus that, which makes it even better. So, do I want Challenger Jayce or Quick Attack? I don't know. That's a tough call. I guess Quick Attack, I want to push damage now. I think I want to push damage on him.
Tomorrow has never looked so good.
Especially since I'm planning to
There's
double up
nothing a little
these.
ingenuity can't fix.
And I'll fill my board right now. So, to be expected.
Interesting use
Alright, so now we have a huge board.
Let's get to work.
So he's obviously looking to negate all my blockers, which is whatever.
Yeah.
Now, it'd be smart of him to block these two, and then that way he can play 2 of these and block again. But I'm going to True Shot Barrage him next turn. Whirling Death. Oh, no. Alright.
Oh no.
Still fine with this.
Watch out! Punch it out.
Alright. That's 6 mana. That still leaves him with a little bit of mana. But I do have to kill these. I can't just take 12. 12 is quite a bit to take. Especially since he's potentially running, like, Decimates. Or the Overwhelm buff. We'll pass. He obviously plays a second one. Now, do I ever just play Galio instead? Galio better? Maybe not. Shit, am I dead here if he Troll Chants? No. He would need Troll Chant plus damage. Does he have plus damage, though? So is Galio safer? Galio might actually be safer. Think about this. If I kill... Okay, so if he has Troll Chant, this lives. And then he plays any other unit, I lose. So I have to play Galio.
How long was I out for?
Yeah, it has to be Galio. Yeah, I would have lost if I played True Shot. So I'm glad I didn't.
I'll do better this time. Beauty thing.
So I'm still dead to Decimate, but I can open attack lethal, which I'm definitely going for. Got him. Okay. Whew. I am really glad I didn't go for that True Shot. That would have been awful.
You don't mess with Demacia.
Okay, we got Akshan Gnar. So this is the cheesy combo deck where they play Paper Dragon. Really hard to deal with this deck, honestly. I'll hold on to Thermo. Hold on to this hand. Not sure how I feel about Mystic Shot. I mean, Mystic Shot will be good for Akshan. At the very least, it'll force a card out of his hand. I definitely never Thermo. I just wait. So I'm just going to pass. Alright, so he's playing that, then I'll play the Broadwing. And I'll just challenge this, I guess. I might as well. I think waiting for him to play the 6-3 is unrealistic, not to mention he's most likely going to have a buff for it, so saving Broadwing for that is just like, that's a pipe dream. Now he can definitely have used a buff on that, which I'm fine with. probably look for Akshan, I would imagine. Do I play this? That's a tough call. No, I'm down to pass. See if we can aloof something good.
Look, a thing.
Elf, that's not ours.
Yeah, there's one Ruin Runner. Fortunately, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. So Gnar. So what I'm going to do with Gnar is I'm going to wait and see if he pokey sticks. Because if he tries to pokey stick my face, then I can kill him with Thermo. Otherwise, we just wait. So I'm going to Sharp Sight and force a combat trick out of him, and then I'll follow it up with like a Thermo. You could just play Paper Dragon on Gnar right now, which wouldn't even be that big a deal. I'd just Thermo it. Double Mystic Shot it. I have options. Like, he wants to level his Gnar. He just isn't sure how to go about doing that. Alright, I'm gonna play Vanguard Sergeant then. He hasn't played any landmarks, so he's only getting +1/+1 from Sharp Sight.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
So this plus Sharp Sight, or not Sharp Sight, Shapestone for him.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Okay, Art is making meals of people. Sure.
We'll get our licks in.
Meet them head on.
So we'll do this. I think this works. And now that's going to force his Gnar to have to buff himself. And if he buffs, then it's unlikely he'll be able to buff again. That's my hope here. Because he needs to pokey stick my face, right? So Ruthless Predator. Fine. But just, nah, we'll do this. This is fine.
See you never.
So he generated a pokey stick, which means we now kill Gnar. So he got no flip Gnar. This is good. But how good? This might be better. Yeah, we'll go like this. I want to have mana available. Got another Gnar. So go Broadwing. And I pass. Because I don't want to give him a 1-mana pokey stick, right? So, because he could have technically buffed his Gnar. Like, if I can keep him off flip Gnar, at least he doesn't get Absolver. What's he pokey sticking? Face. Okay. Sure. I'll let that go through. And then we threaten his Gnar. He's going to most likely buff it. Gotta have a buff. He hasn't played any yet. Okay, cool. Got his Gnar. So he might have a third Gnar? Is that what this is telling me? Third Gnar. Well. Shit, he could have Right in Negation now. So, in case he has Right in Negation, I'm going to shoot one Mystic Shot at a time. And now we'll shoot the second one. And he can definitely buff this if he has the right cards. Or he can just Rite of Negation it. Yeah, so it's a good thing I waited. Like, he really, really wants to flip that Gnar. Alright, we'll play Galio.
Let's get to
I think he's going to have a hard time dealing with this. He could just stun this, but he has to play Wallop without Gnar. Like, he has to actually have Wallop. Should have played her first. I would have had 4 more health. I would have actually been threatening to flip my Galio. But... actually, end round. End round's better. Jayce is good. He hasn't even started flipping, but that's okay. Okay. Just want to make this as awkward for him as possible. So he's obviously going to have a buff to go on top of this Gnar. Don't tell me he's got Wallop. So dumb. Okay, well, he got us. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, not much I can really do about that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck and gameplay. Now, Galio is a fun champion. He's interesting. And the deck itself that I have here is... it's pretty good. It's not that it's a bad deck. It's definitely ladder viable. The only problem is currently the Ruined Runner Gnar deck going around. And if that ever falls out of favor, then this Galio deck's actually probably going to be really strong. I had a lot of positive matchups against like everything other than that. So... yeah, you know, I guess to be determined how the meta shapes up, but this is always definitely a very solid pocket pick if the cheesy one combo decks go away. That being said, I am going to be making a competitive deck. The next deck I make, it may or may not feature new cards. I'm not sure yet. I really just want to have something that's going to take advantage of the meta. I want to climb to Masters, so while I'm building a new deck and tweaking it, I'm going to be playing with the thought of I want to win games and I don't really care to feature cards, and that's the next one. So keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in climbing ladder, I'm going to be making a really solid ladder deck. Please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Have yourselves a wonderful day. T-Dot out!